Hello and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. We now find ourselves on the prison island, Fort Joy, because our ship was destroyed by a massive sea creature. So yeah, we just washed up on the shore after something saved us from the depths. We don't quite know what yet. So yeah, let's explore this island, see what we can find here. Waypoints. You have discovered a waypoint. Fleeing combat allows you to escape to any discovered waypoint. You can also quickly travel between waypoints. Okay. Let's see. Anything around here? A shell. Effects unknown, but it could be sold for 1 gold and it doesn't weigh much. Whisperwood. Effect unknown. Okay. Again, it's worth some money. And short stick. Wait. A sight range indicator. There are enemies ahead. Press left shift to see the enemy's sight range. When you enter their sight range, combat will start. You can try sneaking around by pressing C. Okay, I see where they are. Can we take a look at what they are from here? Vicious Voidling. Okay. I'll go in another direction first. See what we can do. There's also a green figure on here. A friendly face, mayhaps. Who is this? Tam. Source muted. Oh, and what's... okay, an ancient statue. Is that the waypoint?
I thought the Order would get rid of any trace of the old Source King.
It's probably the waypoint, right? Let me quickly take a look at the map. Yes, that's the waypoint shrine. Okay, it's shrines in this game that allow you to teleport. Cool. Let's see anything in the vase. Oh, we have... an empty potion bottle and some gold. Let's take it with us. Can sell the bottle broken. At least. This one's broken. Okay. Now, who are you?
The child has a small mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you and his arms snap to his sides.
You can barter with almost all creatures. Use the trade icon in the dialogue pane to start bartering. Okay. Let's continue.
I'm not supposed to talk to lizards.
Tell the kid to keep to himself then. Tell him that a pity lizards are famed storytellers. Or take your leave. Let's take the lizard option.
Really? Like, what kind of stories?
Tell me you know an excellent one about a dragon king. He ruled vast lands and married a beautiful elf princess. Say you could recount the tales of Visha, a famed lizard adventurer who slew the seven-headed snake Oram. Let's go with the second one.
A seven-headed snake? That sounds scary. Can I hear it anyway?
You warmly tell the tale of Visha, but despite your best efforts, you notice that your knowledge of legends and monsters is somehow upsetting the child.
Are you a sorcerer? One of those guys that brings the bad void things here?
Say you must be or you wouldn't be here. Ask if he thinks you look like a sorcerer. Not, you are, and by the looks of that collar around his neck, so is he. Let's go with the third one.
The child looks at you straight on, unafraid, searching your face. He lifts his mirror to his nose, closes one eye, and looks at himself again.
I don't see any source on you or me. I guess they're wrong or crazy.
Tell him they may well be wrong and crazy. Ask the child why he's out here alone. Tell the child he should run along. It isn't safe out here. Why are you out here alone?
No one cares where I go. They know I can't leave the island. It's nicer out here than inside anyway.
Let's ask him if his parents know where he is, or we could say it isn't safe out here. Your ship was attacked by Voidwoken, not far off this shore. We'll take your leave. We could warn him, yeah.
But you didn't die?
Ask him why he doesn't seem scared. Say you survived the Voidwoken attack by the skin of your teeth. He should really find somewhere safer to go, or take your leave. Let's go with number 2 here.
There isn't anywhere safer. That's what I mean.
You'll see. Oh, there was a bit of a pause there. Why aren't you scared?
Guess I am. But it's just normal to be scared. Nowhere isn't scary.
Okay, let's take our leave. I'm gonna barter maybe later when I have more stuff. Do I have a jump? Is the question. What's all this? Toggle actions, journal, world map, crafting panel, skill panel, inventory. I don't know if we can jump. We'll figure that out at some point. If we can, at some point it will be necessary, and I will be told. Okay, this really looks like a like a place where we should jump. But is that possible? Oh, what's that? Basic action. Attack with your currently equipped weapon. Okay. 3 doesn't have anything. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna quickly look into the controls, see if there's a jump action. Let me take a look. Options. Controls. Camera. Doesn't seem to be. Okay. That's fine. Let's, I guess let's face the enemies over there. Come on. What do you mean can't reach? Sorry. There we go. Okay. Let's keep going then. And maybe we can defeat those guys up ahead. That would be very nice. Ah, saving. Makes sense. Okay, I can see their cones.
Voidwoken. Those are the same beasts that sank our ship. Damn,
Ah!
they made it to
Turned
shore.
around. That's a shame.
I know you.
4 damage. Okay. That was manageable. How much health do you have? 24. That is quite a bit. 4 to 6, 5 to 6, 5 to 6, 9 to 11. I mean, we can do that. It takes 2 AP. There we go. Now that's on cooldown for a bit. Can I? Okay. What's that? That's blood. We don't have the ability to soak up blood. Do we? I don't quite remember. I don't know, let's stand in the blood. That's fine. Okay. You were knocked down, you had to use your turn to get back up. What's this? An electrical jolt deals 5 to 6 air damage to target character. Sets status shocked. Okay. And 4 to 5 fire damage in a 2-meter radius. I mean, it would be good to get rid of this one. Leaving behind a fire surface would also be good. But we can't quite reach that one. Are there opportunity attacks? Let's do it like this. Okay, executed, plus 2 AP. Let's do the battle stomp, I suppose. There we go, knocking you down. End the turn there. You had... Oh, you can still attack after getting back up. That's a new one. Okay. What do we have here? All in, perform a heavy attack that deals 10 to 12 physical damage. Okay. There we go, take that. And... basic attack? Sure. Okay.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Good enough. Vicious Voidling, do you have any... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Do you have anything on you? No, you don't carry anything with you. This one maybe? That is raw lumpy giblets or giblets. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Either way, they're ours now. So let's keep looking around. There's a friendly face over there somewhere. Nothing in the barrel. That's okay. Magister Jalen. Oh, you washed up here.
Drowned and eaten by a void woken. I
Resurrection
wonder which
scroll.
order.
Resurrect a dead ally to 20% of their vitality at a location within 13 meters. An apple, minor healing potion, and gold. That sounds good to have. Okay. But there's some leather scraps. Let's pick those up. Could be good to have. Alright, it's in my inventory now. We could go to the crafting menu, see if anything can be done at this point. I don't know if I don't know what you need or what you can craft here, but we'll figure this out as we go along, I suppose. Reinforced trait, anything good in there? Crafty weaponry, die by the sword. Used to read and learn about crafting. Well, there we go, let's read it. A word of advice to the badly armed. Tie your knife or shiv, if that's all you have, to a stick or a branch. Now you've got a sword of sorts. Okay, let's take it with us. Okay, crafting recipe for a sword of sorts. I don't know if that's better than what we have. Where was it? Crafting panel. Okay, recipes. Improvised wand. Knife on a stick. Knife on a stick. Okay. We can't craft anything yet, but that's okay. Runes? I will get there, I assume. Sir Laura. Eep? Eep, eep, eep? Who are you? What are you... What are you doing, Sir Laura? Except for being cool, of course. Riding on a skeleton of sorts. And being a squirrel. That's some pretty cool stuff. But I don't know what you... Wait, you're following me now? Okay. Oh, is that the Red Prince? 1 second. I just quickly had to clear my throat. The Red Prince. I also noticed, when I was playing Baldur's Gate again yesterday, that one of the, I looked more at the cosmetics you get in that mysterious crate, and there's also the Red Prince's cape that I tend to give Will before we
You
get any
spot a
good capes.
strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright, blood-red colour. Could he be... Yes, you recognize him from the ship. It would seem you're not the only one who survived the tentacles of the deep.
Greet him heartily and say that you're glad to see he survived the shipwreck. Smirk and tell him his slave has come to report for duty. He's the one that took you by the jaw and seized you up like a damn horse. Say that you've a bone to pick with him, or take our leave. Let's go with the first one here.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smouldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Let's continue.
I did survive, yes. And chances are I wouldn't have, had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold.
You're welcome.
You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Okay. Tell him you were glad to be of help. Doesn't do to stand idly by when people are in danger. Scoff and say he owes you a bit more than gratitude. I'll go with the first one here.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Nevertheless, one good turn does deserve another, so as far as the whole slave business is concerned, let's just forget about it. You may as well have your freedom.
Well, we're on a prison island, so, well, that's not really all that free, but thank you anyways.
Now then, if there's nothing further,
Ask what he's doing here standing on that rock.
I'm sure I don't mean to sound condescending, but I had thought it quite self-evident I was gazing out over the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
Say that you see memories, childhood days spent in the sun. Say that as of last night you see a kraken-infested wasteland you never want to go near again. I mean, yeah, last night must have been quite traumatic.
Touché.
He looks out over the water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
Ask what he means by lost exactly. Tell him that that's a rather specific vision he has there. Why an empire? Shrug and say people see castles in the sky. Might as well see them in the sea. What does he mean by lost exactly?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean just what I say. I had a very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Well, don't just stand there gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
Shake your head. You have no idea who he is. Not enthusiastically. Of course I do. You recall now he's that famous king? Lizard, say that you suppose he can be no other than the famed Red Prince, if such a thing is possible. Or a jester option, tell him you've never heard of an abacus that can tell who people are. I'm gonna go with the lizard option.
The very same. I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
Okay.
There's a brief moment's pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment.
Yeah, it sure does seem like it.
The grandeur that is my fate has hit a bit of a snag. But never you worry. For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Invite him to travel with you. Maybe you can help him win his throne back. Say that you too have this and that to sort out. He's welcome to tag along if he wants. Say it's been absolutely riveting, but that you have to dash. I'll go with the second one here.
This and that? Tag along? Do you really mean to compare the fate of an empire to whatever foibles you seek to fix? On the other hand, I really could do with a dog's body. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship, after all. Fine, I accept.
Welcome aboard.
On one condition. For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of our kind's revered mystics. I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company.
Yeah, sure.
Jolly good.
I mean, why not? I don't see any reason not to
So,
visit
now
a
that
dreamer.
that's settled, first things first. Even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying.
Mm-hmm.
As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
Okay, so he can he be different classes then? Say that a fighter sounds perfect. He should stay true to his vocation. Say you're interested in someone with a little muscle. Ask if he has any martial experience. Say you're interested in someone with a little finesse. Ask if he's comfortable with the dexterous arts. Say you're interested in someone with an affinity for the arcane arts. Ask if he knows much magic. Okay. Interesting. So we can shape what classes the companions are. I think I'm going to let everyone keep their suggested class. I suppose he can be a fighter. It's fine. We'll have 2 fighters for now. That's okay. Whatever. I'm gonna let them keep the classes they suggest because I want to experience them as they, were meant to be. So, sure, fighter sounds perfect.
Very well. Onwards then to victory or death.
That settles it.
The Red Prince nods and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be travelling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, My Lord. As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings. Of course, there are other forms of protocol to bear in mind, but I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go. So, without further ado, let us be off.
Okay, dude. Okay, click on party members' portraits to control them. The party member you are controlling has a gold highlight on their portrait. Okay, understood. So if we go to him now, let's take a look at the inventory. You have a knife on a stick. That should work. You also have a makeshift shield. I have a two-handed weapon, so I can't use my shield, but that's okay. We should, have different styles somewhat. Okay, what do you have? You have strength and constitution. Let's see. Yes, I have more strength, he has more constitution. Attributes. Geomancer and warfare. That's okay. Civil abilities, persuasion and bartering, just like me. Opportunist, okay, you do opportunity attacks, and I do the executioner stuff. Sounds good. And tags, red prince, noble, scholar, male lizard. Plenty of stuff. Alright then, you also have a resurrection scroll on you, that's good to see. Wait, what's in the bag? Can we open that? Nothing in there yet. I guess that's just for sorting inventory when it comes time to do that. Okay, let's keep moving. Anything else around here? Just plenty of shells. I mean, at least we can sell those. So I think we should keep them around somewhat. Take that one, and that one. Okay. There's a yellow diamond up there, so someone who could, I guess, be hostile or friendly depending on our actions. At least that's how I decide to interpret that for now, until proven otherwise. More penny bun mushrooms. Don't know what they're good for, but I'm sure we'll figure something out. Now, I personally don't really like eating mushrooms, but game characters can do that if they so choose.
A black cat.
Hello, kitty.
Kitty.
The cat's eyes are clouded and grey, but it stares at you with acute intensity. Its eyes clear, and it shakes its head, confused.
Confused by the squirrel riding on the cat skeleton, maybe? What vexes you, little cat? What do we have here? Trice.
Hey, lady. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh?
Sure is.
I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me. Ooh, that's
Will
a pretty
do.
one.
More shells. Okay, I'll pick up a couple more, but I don't think we really need all the shells in the world here. I'll pick the ones here, and maybe if there's like one or two somewhere. But I don't think there's really any need to do a big shell picking spree or anything like that. Nothing in the barrel. How about this one? No? Alright. Let's see. There's a long branch over there. Maybe that could be used for some weapon manufacturing. Saving. Okay. That's fine. Fishbone. Don't know what it's good for, but can't hurt to have it. Tongs. Worth 31 gold. So that's something. Bottle of beer, bottle of water. I would like that, but we can't get there. Okay. Maybe we'll get the ability to swim eventually or something like that. We'll see. Or maybe I'm just missing something and I'll come back here later, because I assume we'll spend some time in this area, so yeah. Okay. There's a lot of people around here.
Didn't I? Godwoken has asked you a question.
The Hammer's
Answer him.
pet.
Need I repeat myself?
Dallas the Hammer.
I know. Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
Oh?
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
Can we interfere here?
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
Make yourself small. You'd rather not get noticed now. Step forward, saying this is injustice at best and base cruelty at worst. Shout that whether she's telling the truth or lies, you won't find out by mutilating her. Loudly wonder why they'd bother. A tongue can't be harder to grow back than a tail. Your stomach turns, your heart reaches out to your kin, but your hand feels frozen at your side. We're gonna step forward here.
Stay silent, lizard!
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the Void destroy it. Dallas?
Yes, Your Holiness?
I believe we're done here.
Huh. Okay. Oh, we got a...
What a waste.
Rest in peace. Okay, we've got a level up. Okay, reflection dialogues. Click on party members that have exclamation marks above their heads to initiate a reflection dialogue. Okay, so you tell us when there's something new to talk about. We have one as well. Okay, let's talk to the Red
Lizard
Prince now.
Magister, or what's left of her, lies in a puddle of gore.
Harsh times require harsh measures. The cruelty of it makes me sick. There's one Magister fewer for us to worry about. The cruelty of it makes me sick.
She was a lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
Okay, let's see. Anything else around here? I mean, let's at least take what she had. Healing potion, a firestorm grenade, resurrection spell, and Atusa's leg. Weighs 1 kilo, I suppose. I'll take it with me for now. Found limb. Elves can eat limbs. Right. To experience the memories of the person that limb once belonged to. So once we have an elven companion, we can actually make use of that. So it isn't just pointlessly carrying around limbs. Nearly forgot about that. Okay. So let's carry on. I still don't quite know what this squirrel is about, but let's hope it's helpful or something. Fort Joy Ghetto. Quick save, press F5 to quick save and F8 to quick load. Okay, understood. Let's just do that. You can recap all tutorial messages by viewing the tutorial log. Okay. Let's see, anything of use here? Magister Sevek.
Did you see him? You did, right? Those claws. Wonder what's behind the masks, too. Can't be pretty.
Say you're not sure who you mean. Ask if she meant the horrific creature that Magister had in tow. Or take your leave. I'll go with number 2.
That Magister, that was Bishop Alexander, leader of the Divine Order, and his right hand, Dallas. How do you not know this?
Say you're still getting the lay of the land. Ask how this Alexander was chosen to lead the order. Still getting the lay of the land.
Better get to it then. A Magister will come and find you when they're ready for you. Could be a while though. We're up to our hoods in sinners these days.
Okay, and you?
I told him.
Hansa?
I got my eye on you, Scaly. Don't try any of that sauce business on my watch or I'll do to you what the hammer did to that traitor.
Ask him what he's talking about. Say you don't appreciate being spoken to like that. Look square at the Magister and say he must be blind. You're clearly an elegant human lady from the highlands of Gore. Promise him that for every dead lizard, a dozen magisters will be slain in retribution, or take our leave. I'll go with the jester option here.
The Magister squints hard and grimaces.
Move along, nutter.
Ask what more he knows about Bishop Alexander and Dallas.
Bishop's the son of the dead divine. Don't know when we'll get a new one, but Alexander's looking after us in the meantime all the same. And the hammer's a solid sort. Don't take no guff and don't stand for no idling. Earned that name for a reason, she did.
Ask when you'll be allowed to leave this place. Ask how he came to be a guard here, or take our leave. Let's ask that first.
During the time of Lucian, of course. Who wouldn't join up with God himself? He was all glory, all goodness. When we lost him, well, it only made sense to see his will through.
Ask him how he can know the will of the divine. Sure.
Can't for certain. But I reckon when God himself gives his life to protect you, you don't waste the gift. You protect it with everything you've got. So that's what we do.
Wonder aloud if the divine really would have approved of a place like Fort Joy. Sure.
Lucian gave his life to protect Rivellon. If we let the Voidwoken get to it now, well, we'd have lost him for nothing. Fort Joy ain't no summer camp. No one said it were, but it's the best we've got to protect the realm.
Let's change the subject. Ask when we'll be allowed to leave this place.
When you give up the darkness that's inside you. Take your fault, it's there, mind, but it's there all the same. They're working on a cure for you even now. Got some good leads, so I hear. You can trust Dallas to take care of it. And once you're cured, your life will start again.
Sure thing. I'll leave, see what other people there are to talk to. Oh, there's a wall in front of us now. Vissar.
Come on, old man.